Breakfast is the most important meal of the day, and the best breakfast you could possibly have is a pair of eggs. They're easy to make, it doesn't take a lot of time to cook them, and they provide you with all the nutrients you need to grow big and strong, like me. What I'm trying to say here is eat your eggs. Hey there, kids, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Uncle Frank, and that you are having a great day. And in today's video, we are going back to the world of Pokemon to discuss the latest, greatest, bestest ever set released for the Pokemon TCG in China. Today we're talking about Gem Pack 3, and for those of you who don't know, Chinese Pokemon collectors have a bit of catching up to do. They have only recently started getting Pokemon products, and the Gem Packs help with getting some of these Scarlet and Violet era cards out to the Chinese market. But there's a bonus inside these boxes. In addition to the catch-up cards, they also have new Chinese exclusive alternate art cards that are quite desirable, I think, and play into why I legitimately believe that I think the Gem Pack overall as a product are better to purchase for the long term in comparison to Japanese versions of Pokemon sets that get released in English. I know, absolutely heretical thing to put out there and put forward, but there is a reason for it, and that reason is the aforementioned Chinese exclusive cards. You see, each of the Gem Packs so far have had exactly that, Chinese exclusive cards. There was the Captain's Pikachu in Gem Pack 1, there were some Evolutions in Gem Pack 2, and then now we're getting Gem Pack 3, and it's having a few exclusive cards in it as well, including Gengar, which is a fairly high-profile Pokemon with a lot of pretty eager beaver investors and collectors who absolutely love every nifty version of that bad ghost boy that gets printed. I do think the Gengar art for Gem Pack 3 looks pretty good. I like the little Poke doll he's playing with in the background there. I don't like it as much as I like the Cubone art for Gem Pack 3. There's a Cubone card in the set apparently, and it looks absolutely adorable. But it is what it is. I rarely have the correct opinions when it comes to which cards look better objectively. It is what it is. But with that being said, yeah, see, here's the thing, okay? Part of the demand that a lot of Japanese Pokemon products receive is just from Western markets, Western collectors who just want the cards. They aren't playing the game, they just want to add these arts to their collection. And for them, the Japanese boxes are just the cheapest way to get a hold of some of these cards. I mean, just look at the last year or year-ish to know that I'm right when it comes to the fact that a lot of people, they do genuinely want these Pokemon cards to add to their personal binders. And rather than spending, I don't know, 300 plus on a box of Destined Rivals, they will happily spend a third of that on the Japanese equivalent set, which I don't remember words, I don't remember the name for. The situation with Japanese booster boxes is, in my opinion, unsustainable, just because once the markets cool down, Japanese booster boxes will become almost undesirable just because there's nothing exclusive in them that you couldn't get in the English counterparts, okay? The same is not true necessarily right now when it comes to these Gem Pack 3, 2, and 1 products. I should have just said the whole Gem Pack line, whatever. I'm not a smart person. Can you guys tell that I do these videos with a air of professionalism? Because I do. There's a lot of editing and script writing that goes into these. So, when it comes to the Gem Packs so far, there has not been a Western release for any of these cards, making them, for now, exclusive to these products, which is kind of cool. And it does give these gem packs quite a bit of, I'd call it a floor in terms of demand and price, where the Japanese equivalent to English releases are just kind of a, we have Pokemon at home kind of release. The Chinese products, and don't get me wrong, there is other demand there besides just the Western market. Chinese products have in them something that you can't get anywhere else. And that, I think, should be a huge factor when you're evaluating whether or not you want to add some of the sealed product from these sets to your personal pile. And it's not just the Western audiences who are going to want these cards. You see, China is a absolutely massive country with one of the largest populations on the planet. And that population is just now starting to really get a taste of Pokemon. Who knows where that demand for the franchise will be in just a few years. I think that potential demand in the future, combined with the inherent demand for exclusive art of your favorite Pokemon, whether it's Pikachu, Umbreon, or Gengar, will have a very positive effect on these box prices in the long term. Again, especially when you compare them to the Japanese products. I'm not saying that Japanese Pokemon is bad, by the way. That's not what I'm saying here at all. I'm just saying that in comparison to the English release, if you could get an English box for MSRP or a Japanese box at MSRP, most people are just going to want the English released product. Most people. Not all of them. I'm not saying that there's not Japanese lovers out there, because there are. I'm aware of you weeaboos. But on average, people are just going to want the language that they speak, read, write, etc. But when it comes to exclusive products, you settle for what exists. Look at the Mario and Luigi Pikachus. You know, those are only in Japanese, so of course, people who want to get those cards get them in Japanese. The same thing is true for the Umbreon art, or the new Gengar art, or the Captain's Pikachu. Those only exist in China. Chinese, simplified Chinese? I think it's simplified Chinese. So the people who want those have to buy either the raw cards on the market for a pretty substantial price. That Umbreon's not cheap. Or buy the sealed product. It's pretty good for the sealed product, I think. Do I think this is going to be an absolute breakout product, the best ever Pokemon investment? No, I'm just putting it out there, putting it in front of you all so that you're aware that this is coming and that it is worth at least keeping an eye on, because Gem Pack 2 and 1 have both appreciated very well so far. I have no idea what Gem Pack 3 is going to hit the market with, especially when it comes to the tariffs situation, which will, I'm hoping that I'm not wrong in that the tariff situation does affect prices, because if it doesn't, then that's going to be kind of weird, isn't it? If prices aren't affected, then that would be strange. I do think, in general, though, that this is something worth keeping an eye on, especially if you're a fan of the Pokemon that are getting exclusive arts in this product. So just keep in mind that, you know, this is something that's out there. This is just Uncle Frank's friendly reminder that, hey, this exists. If you're a long-term holder of sealed product, Chinese product with exclusive cards is going to be better, in my opinion. It's going to be better for the long term when compared to Japanese product that doesn't really have anything exclusive to offer. That's all I'm trying to say in this video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you guys gleaned something from this and that this was an enjoyable video for you. Please leave a like, subscribe, share the video, comment down below. Comment down below, especially if you are someone who likes or dislikes this product. Let me know your opinions on it, because I am dying to know. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time.